So I start with picking a base color to put under my sketch using a rectangular brush. This is a custom brush that I made, but I think any rectangular brush works as well. You can use the default flat brush in the painting section for this too. So they're separated by their main colors. For this one, its sections are the orange yellowy skin, the dark hair, the gray jacket, and the white shirt. I always start with skin and render over the line art on a separate layer. So I paint the darkest shadows with the opposite color of the base on the color wheel. For example, since the base of a skin is a yellow orangey tint, I pick a bluish color for this. Then I pick a color to shadow the base and roughly paint that. I do this because it just makes it easier for me to blend, and you'll see why later. I don't use any kind of airbrush or smudge tool for blending. I kind of just pick the in-between colors from what I painted and use that to blend it out. Keep that technique in mind for the rest of the video because I essentially use it for every single one of my drawings. And I do the shadows for the skin first before doing the eyes, lips, and anything else that has color on the face so that I get over with. This reference specifically had interesting purple and bluish lighting on the side, so I added that after I add the base shadows of the face, just so I don't get confused. Then after that, I move on to the other facial features. And for this drawing, I specifically struggled with making it look like my reference, so it took a while longer. But I also go over the line art a second time after I'm done rendering with the color that's closer to the main hue that was used for the section. Since the skin is more of a yellowish orange, I use a slight red to go over my line art. And then I add brighter colors over it. I do this so that the sketch underneath, which is black, blends in with the rendering and doesn't stick out too much. Then I repeat a similar process with the other sections, and I typically move on to the hair after I finish the skin. After I'm done with all the main sections, I move on to the smaller details like the buttons and this. And throughout this rendering, I had the base color sticking out of the liner, but don't worry about it. You can just erase it afterwards, so it's super simple.